Ever feel like your life is stuck in some never-ending rerun? Same places, same people, same guy at work you run into in the kitchen who thinks he alone discovered sarcasm? Now picture this. You pack a bag, hit the road, and boom. You're in a city so alive, you completely forget about that pile of unopened mail on your counter, half of which is probably urgent notices from your dentist reminding you that you're long overdue for a cleaning. Best part? You don't need a fat wallet to have a massive adventure, even if your budget is tighter than a gas station burrito. Today, we're hitting up 9 cities where the party never takes a nap. We're talking free concerts, weirdly specific festivals, locals who take tradition a little too seriously, and hidden gems that somehow aren't in every influencer's travel vlog. Some of them get overlooked, some have strong opinions about themselves, and a few might make you question everything you thought you knew about what's cool. So, where can you indulge in the thrill of the new without your bank account filing for divorce? Stick around, because Pug did the research, so you don't have to. First up is Richmond, Virginia, where old school history meets new school creativity. Think Civil War landmarks, but with craft breweries and street art thrown in. Richmond has reinvented itself into a city that's part historic charm, part indie cool. One minute you're strolling past century-old brick buildings. The next, you're sipping espresso in a converted warehouse turned art gallery. Free museum days, spontaneous street festivals, and a local vibe that's equal parts laid back and electric. Richmond's got it all, without the tourist trap chaos. And the best part? Richmond is actually affordable. Whether you're exploring Civil War sites or hunting down the city's best local coffee, it's got big city energy without big city prices. Secret tip: plan your visit around one of Richmond's free outdoor markets or cultural festivals, because this city's best moments are the ones you stumble into. All right, let's get real. Boise, Idaho probably isn't at the top of your travel bucket list, but maybe it should be. Because if you want a city where you can go from hip cafes to the middle of nature in under 15 minutes, this is the spot. Picture this. You kick off the morning with a bike ride along the Boise River Greenbelt, stop for some locally roasted coffee downtown, then wrap up the day with a sunset hike in the foothills. It's the perfect blend of city vibes and outdoor adventure without the price tag of places like Boulder or Portland. Boise is one of those places where every moment feels real. It's not about big tourist attractions. It's about simple, high-quality experiences that don't cost a fortune. Secret tip: check out the local food truck festivals and live street performances, because Boise proves that sometimes the best adventures happen in the least expected places. Next up, Kansas City, Missouri. And no, this is not just a place to get barbecue, though, side note, definitely get the barbecue. This city is a powerhouse of jazz, art, and underground culture that you probably didn't even know existed. Fun fact, Kansas City has more jazz clubs per capita than almost anywhere in the US. So if live music is your thing, you're in the right place. And if it's not, the city's street art scene is next level. Walk a few blocks and you'll find entire buildings turned into murals, hidden alleyway galleries, and indie art shows that won't cost you a dime. But here's where it gets interesting. Some locals feel like the city's losing its gritty, artistic edge to commercialization. Whether that's true or not, Kansas City still delivers some of the most authentic, unfiltered experiences for anyone looking for something different. Secret tip: find a local art walk or a hidden music venue. This city's coolest moments aren't on the travel brochures. All right, let's talk about New Orleans, a city where every day feels like a festival, and even the quiet moments come with a brass band. It's unpredictable, loud, chaotic, and that's exactly what makes it great. Fun fact: New Orleans has some of the best free street performances in the country. You don't need a ticket, a wristband, or VIP access. Just walk through the French Quarter and you'll hear jazz, blues, and brass bands pouring out of every alleyway. It's a place where the music isn't just entertainment, it's the heartbeat of the city. And even if you're traveling on a budget, there's always a way to soak up the magic. Now, New Orleans isn't without its challenges. It's a city with a complicated past and an unpredictable present. But that's also what makes it so real. It's a place where beauty and struggle exist side by side, and somehow the music keeps playing. Secret tip: hit up the free outdoor concerts and local festivals. New Orleans proves that some of the best experiences don't come with a cover charge. Next up, we're heading to Portland, Maine, because if you want New England charm without the overpriced seafood platters and tourist stampedes, this is the spot. Fun fact, Portland has been named one of the most livable small cities in America, and it's easy to see why. You can bike along the waterfront, grab a lobster roll from a local hole in the wall, and spend the afternoon wandering through historic streets without ever feeling like you're stuck in a postcard. It's got all the quaint coastal charm of bigger East Coast destinations, just without the crowds or the attitude. Of course, not everyone's thrilled. Some locals worry that Portland's hidden gem status isn't so hidden anymore, but the city's got enough local spirit to fight off full-blown commercialization, at least for now. Secret tip: time your visit around one of Portland's street festivals. It's the best way to get a real taste of the city's culture, and it's way more fun than just snapping photos of lighthouses. And finally, let's talk about Albuquerque, New Mexico, because if you're looking for a city that's equal parts desert landscape, quirky art scene, and wait, what did I just walk into? Moments, this is it. Fun fact, Albuquerque is home to the International Balloon Fiesta, one of the most colorful, surreal events in the world. Hundreds of hot air balloons take to the sky, and the best part, you can watch for free from the ground. But beyond the balloons, this city is full of unexpected charm, from adobe-lined historic neighborhoods to an art scene that thrives on Southwest creativity. Albuquerque's got a sense of humor too. Some locals joke that the desert isn't the only thing that's dry. The comedy is too. But that's part of the appeal. It's a city that doesn't try too hard to impress you, which makes it all the more interesting. Secret tip: wander through the local markets and art festivals. Albuquerque's best moments happen when you're just exploring and letting the city surprise you. Next up, let's talk about Salt Lake City, Utah, because where else can you grab a craft latte in a hipster cafe and then be halfway up a mountain an hour later? Fun fact, Salt Lake City has spent the last few years reinventing itself. What used to be a quiet, conservative town is now a legit urban hub, complete with indie art galleries, quirky coffee shops, and a downtown that actually feels alive. And when you're done soaking up city life, the Wasatch Mountains are right there, practically daring you to hike them. Best part? Most of this won't cost you a dime. Now, not everyone's thrilled about the city's rapid transformation. Some say it's causing a cultural clash. But whether you're here for the city vibes or the epic landscapes, Salt Lake City gives you the best of both worlds. Secret tip: check out the outdoor festivals and art events that pop up during the summer, because nothing beats a free experience with a killer backdrop. Now, let's head to Chattanooga, Tennessee, because if there's one city that's figured out how to reinvent itself, it's this one. What was once an industrial town is now a creative hotspot where murals, live music, and outdoor adventure all collide. Fun fact, Chattanooga's riverfront has transformed into a hub for free public events, street art, and live music. Whether you're hiking Lookout Mountain, checking out quirky local museums, or just soaking in the Tennessee River views, this city knows how to keep things interesting without draining your wallet. Now, not everyone's thrilled about Chattanooga's rapid growth. Some say gentrification is chipping away at its grittier, more authentic past. But even with change, this city still has that raw, real Southern vibe that's hard to fake. Secret tip: hit up the local markets and hidden art galleries. This is where you'll find the real Chattanooga, and it's all budget-friendly. Alright, if you like live music, street art, and weird local traditions, let's talk about Austin, Texas. Because this city does things differently, and it's not afraid to show it. Fun fact, Austin has more live music venues per capita than anywhere else in the US. That means whether you're in a dive bar, a coffee shop, or just walking down the street, you're never far from a free show. And if live music isn't your thing, Austin's got funky street murals, bizarre local traditions, and some of the best cheap eats in the country. But here's the controversy. Some say Austin's charm is fading as rents skyrocket and the city becomes more commercialized. Yet somehow, Austin keeps its soul intact with grassroots festivals and community-driven events. It's still weird, it's still fun, and it's still one of the best places to have a good time on a budget. Secret tip: check out local listings for free shows and pop-up events, because Austin proves that unforgettable experiences don't have to come with a hefty price tag. So, how much cash do you think you'd actually need to pull off a trip? Got any secret travel hacks that don't involve selling a kidney for airfare? As Ferris Bueller once said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't take Friday off and roll it into a weekend once in a while, well, you may not ever find out what you've been missing.